Hello friends, today's our topic for discussion is mobility management. In modern times, people are much more mobile. That is, they relocate more often than in older days. Yet, we are expected to be always reachable. So now, what is mobility management? To ensure that a mobile node M is able to communicate with some other node N in a network, the networking infrastructure has to ensure that M's location in wireless local area network and base stations in cellular networks can be determined so that a route can be established between M and N. And when M moves out of the range of the current access point, it establishes a connection with another access point, and the connection or data packets are rerouted correctly to the new access point. The first task, which requires maintaining the current location of every mobile node in the network, is known as location management. Conceptually, any location management scheme consists of two operations, search and update. The search operation is invoked by a node that wants to establish a connection with a mobile node whose location it currently does not know. The update operation, also known as registration operation, is performed to inform the system of the mobile node's current location. The update operation helps in making the search operation more efficient. For example, if location updates are never performed for a mobile node M, then locating M may involve paging all the mobile nodes in the network with the message, if you are M, then please report to your location. The paging can be very expensive both for the network and for the mobile nodes. However, if the location update operations are performed very frequently, then the volume of these operations may overwhelm the location management system. In general, the overhead cost of such operations depends on the levels and currency location of information, the structure of the database that stores the location information, and the search procedure. The location information can be maintained at various levels. In a cellular system, for example, the finest levels at which location can be maintained is a cell. This would require a mobile node to update its location whenever it moves from one cell to another. However, if the location information is maintained at a higher level, say in an area consisting of certain numbers of contiguous cells, then the search cost increases because a larger number of cells need to be paged to obtain the exact location or cell of the mobile node. Each time a call needs to be established. Thus, the levels of location information are maintained for a mobile node by the system has an impact on the performance of the location management scheme. Another important aspect is the organization of the location registers, databases that stores the location information of the mobile nodes. In order to achieve good performance, scalability and availability in the face of an increasingly mobile population and the need to maintain location information at finer granularities, several database organizations and techniques have been developed to maintain fast changing location information efficiently and reliably. In the next sections, we will be describing location management schemes which are used by GSM or the Global System for Mobile Communication and Mobile IP or mobile internet protocol. We will motivate these schemes by first presenting several location management schemes with different desirable characteristics and organizations. We will also discussing some interesting location management schemes that have been proposed to handle the fast growing mobile population. Another important mobility management task, which is known as handoff, is concerned with ensuring that the mobile node remains connected to the network while moving from one cell to another. This is especially important when a mobile node has several active connections that have in-transit packets. Handoff conceptually involves several subtasks: deciding when to hand off to a new access point, selecting a new access point from among several access points in the vicinity of mobile node, acquiring resources such as channels, informing the old access point so that it can reroute the packets it gets for this mobile node, and also transfer any state information to the new access point. The decision to initiate a handoff can be taken either by the mobile node, that is mobile controlled handoff, or by the access point, that is network controlled handoff. It may depend on several factors such as the quality of wireless communication between the mobile node and the access point, and the load on the current access point. If the current base station is running out of communication channels, it may want to switch a mobile node to the neighboring lightly loaded access point. The access technologies such as code division multiple access permits smooth handoff as compared to hard handoff, when a mobile node can be in communication with several base stations simultaneously before selecting a base station to which to hand off. The choice of the base station to which to hand off may depend on such factors such as the SNR or signal to noise ratio of the signals from these access points, and the reason the mobile node is expected to move to the nearer future, and the availability of resources at the access point. The main resources that need to be acquired in the new cell are the uplink and downlink channels in a connection oriented circuit switch network, and the address such as IP address in a packet switch network. The task of allocating channels is handled by channel allocation schemes. Great care needs to be taken in allocating the channels because this can have an impact on ongoing communications and the potential to satisfy future requests for communication channels. Several sophisticated channel allocation schemes have been developed because this is a problem of both considerable complexity and considerable revenue generation potential. So the location management assists in establishing new connections to a mobile node, whereas handoff ensures that the mobile node remains connected to the network. However, there may be several in-transit packets when a mobile node moves from one access point to another. The old access point can forward some of these packets to the new access point for a short duration after the handoff. However, in long term, it may be better to route the packets directly to the new access point. Thus, the third major task is to ensure that the packets or connections are routed to the new access point. For connectionless traffic such as IP datagrams on the internet, it may be just involving inform the sender to use the IP address of new access point as the destination address. For connection-oriented communications such as transmission control protocol or TCP connections on the internet or communication circuits in ATM or asynchronous transfer modes or PSTN, public switch telephone networks, this operation becomes much more involved, since a TCP connection is identified by quadtuples, that is source IP address, source port number, destination IP address and destination port number. An ongoing TCP connection may break when a mobile node moves and acquires a new IP address. In the case of an ATM or a PSTN circuit, the circuit may have to be re-established to the new access point. So the combined task of handoff and connection rerouting is referred to as handoff management. In summary, mobility management consists of location management and handoff management. In the case of mobile telephony, location management is needed to ensure that the mobile node can be located quickly when a new call arrives so that a connection can be established. A call to a mobile node is dropped if the mobile node cannot be reached within a certain time. The location management plays a crucial role in minimizing the number of calls that are dropped. Handoff management is needed to ensure that ongoing calls continue with minimal degradation in quality of service, irrespective of the mobility of endpoints or caller of the connections. So for packet communication, the location management is needed to inform the sender of the new address of the mobile node so that future packets can be addressed to the current address of the mobile node. Handoff management ensures that the mobile node always remains reachable to the receiving or sending of packets and to forward the packets from the old address to the new address. Thank you all of you.